Hi, my name is Nathaniel Dearman. This is a message for those who think that their situation is hopeless and that there is no way out of it. The city of Samaria was besieged by the army of Syria. Syria cut off Samaria's food supply until there was a great famine. The famine was so bad people were eating bird dung and parents were eating their own children. The king of Israel blamed the prophet Elisha for the famine and wanted to kill him. Elisha gave a word and said that the next day the famine was going to end. At the same time, there were 4 leprous men at the entrance of the gate. They were poor, sick, and hungry. They said to one another, "Why are we sitting here until we die?" That's a question people need to ask themselves. If you're sick, don't have any money, trapped by the enemy, or distressed in any other way, don't ask yourself, "How did I get here?" or "Does God really love me?" You need to ask the question, why are we sitting here until we die? The Lord can save you even if you think there is no way out. So the 4 leprous men who were cast out of the city by the religious leaders of the day decided to do something. They decided to walk up to the enemy and ask them for help. If they stayed where they were going to die. If they went to the enemy, who was the army of the Syrians, and asked them for help, they might die. But they had to do something. They had to take that chance. So at twilight, they began to make that march of faith. They were sick, but they still kept going. They were scared because they didn't know if they were going to live or die. They didn't know that Elisha prophesied that the next day the city was going to be saved from the famine. But they kept going. They stumbled along the way, but they kept going. They were hurting along the way, but they still kept going. They didn't know that they were supposed to get help until the day after, but they kept going. While they were on their way, the Lord made their footsteps sound like the precision marching of a great army. He made their whispers of encouragement to each other sound like the voices of a great multitude of soldiers. The camp of the Syrians became scared, and they ran away for their lives. And they ran from their tents. There were thousands of tents that surrounded the city of Samaria. When the lepers came to the tents, they found them emptied and filled with gold, silver, clothing, food, and other items. They told the king, and the king told the citizens of Samaria. The people ran to the tents and took everything. The people were happy, singing, rejoicing, and praising God. But there was one sad note to the story. The gatekeeper of the city didn't believe the prophecy of Elisha. He was standing at the gate when the people trampled him to death. The king was in the city, but he wasn't able to deliver the people. Different people of high rank was in the city, but they weren't able to bring deliverance. God chose 4 outcasts, 4 people who the religious leaders of the day didn't want to have nothing to do with. And they said that they weren't fit for society. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter how much education you have. It doesn't matter how many people are on your side. All that matters is if God is with you. Since we know that God is with us, we can make that march of faith. Since we know God is with us, we know the enemy is scared of us and can't hurt us. Thank you. God bless.